Effective Thursday, June 23, gas will see a reduction of 25 cents, while diesel is up $4.50. State-owned oil refinery Petrojam says E10, 87, and 90 will be sold for $215.39 and $220.41 respectively. Automotive diesel oil, which will attract a $4.50 increase, will be sold for $227.51. This increase will also affect ultra-low sulfur diesel, which will now be sold for $220.25 per liter. Continuing with the $4.50 increase, kerosene will be sold for $201.81. In the meantime, propane is down by $1.92 and will be sold for $72.83, while butane will be sold for $81.93 per liter after a $2.50 decrease. Remember, retailers will add their own markups to the announced prices. The Hi-Pro division of the Jamaica Broilers Group has welcomed the return of the Dembe Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show to be held at the Dembe Showground from July 30 to August 1. The company has pledged its continued support as a major sponsor. Vice President of Hi-Pro, Colonel Jamie Ogilvie, says Dembe 2022 is a call to action for members of the agricultural sector to work together for the purpose of advancing the sector. He also says that food security has taken on even greater significance since the onset of COVID-19 and especially with the war in Ukraine. He says the industry should be prepared and ready not just for the domestic space but the great opportunities that are open to brand Jamaica and the quality and exclusivity that it represents internationally. Now for your market updates. In foreign exchange trading for Wednesday, June 22, the US dollar sold for an average of $152.37. The Canadian dollar ended trading at $118.63. The pound sterling traded for $185.64, and the euro sold for an average of $161.55. The following reflects the movement of the JSE indices in Wednesday's trading session. The JSE index declined by 624 points to close at over 300,000 units. The junior market index declined by 2 points to close at over 4,000 units. The combined market index declined by 606 points to close at over 300,000 units. And the All Jamaican Composite Index advanced by 286 points to close at over 400,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 103 stocks, of which 44 advanced, 44 declined, and 15 traded firm. Stocks advanced for Access Financial Services Limited, AMG Packaging and Paper Company Limited, and Berger Paints Jamaica Limited. Stocks declined for 138 Student Living Jamaica Limited, 1834 Investments Limited, and Barita Investments Limited. Trading firm were Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, Quest Corporation Limited Ordinary Shares, and ISP Finance Services Limited. The following companies represent the overall volume leaders: Dollar Financial Services Limited with over 42 million units, Trans Jamaican Highway Limited with over 8 million units, and Future Energy Source Company Limited Ordinary Shares with over 2 million units. In regional stocks in Trinidad and Tobago, 0 securities were traded. On the Barbados Stock Exchange, Epley Caribbean Property Fund Development Fund was the volume leader with over 60,000 shares. They were followed by Epley Caribbean Property Fund Valley Fund, which traded 1,000 shares. Regional entrepreneurs are being encouraged to adapt and embrace digitization in the COVID-19 recovery environment. Director and Vice President of International Advisory Services at the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, Fatima Drakes, says digitization has created new opportunities for businesses.
Besides the negative impact of the pandemic, we could see many opportunities arising from this. You had to explore the world digitally. Digitalization in particular has created so many new things, so many new opportunities for your business as well. This was for us all the showcase that we all had to learn, that we need to adapt and to learn new things. Confucius once said, "If you know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge."
Ms. Drakes delivered the remarks during a virtual graduation ceremony for 42 Caribbean entrepreneurs who completed the Future Tourism Business Adaptation Program. While congratulating the graduates, CDB's operations manager Mitchell Thomas highlighted the main objectives of the project. He encouraged the graduates to implement their new skills to assist the region's post-COVID recovery.
I trust that the training delivered in digital technologies, financial planning, and marketing under the program was found to be relevant and fully embraced by you, the beneficiary MSME representatives. It is now expected that you will seek to apply the knowledge and skills acquired to enhance the operations and competitiveness of your respective businesses and to be better placed to fully maximize the significant rebound of travel and indeed tourist arrivals in the region.
In market data for oil prices hedged higher after earlier falls as investors weighed the risk of recession and how fuel demand will be affected by rising interest rates and tight supplies. Brent crude rose 38 cents or 0.3% to $112.12, and West Texas Intermediate crude were up 32 cents or 0.3% at $106.51 a barrel. And that was the business report on PBCJ. I'm Denita Rodney.